start with the chapter number 3, that is force and pressure. Basically, in this lesson, we are going to study different types of force, then buoyant force, Archimedes principle, what is the inertia, and we are going to solve some sums based on some formulas. So this lesson is very much important. So you are supposed to pay the attention for the lesson. Okay. So first of all, we will study what is force. So force means what? Basically, force is a push or a pull, and sometimes push and pull both coordinates together and forms a effect on a force. When you push a object away from your body, that time it is called as pushing. And when you pull something towards yourself, that is called as pulling. For example, when you kick the ball, you push the ball away from you, that is pushing. Then pulling, so when you're drawing water from the well, or uh, when you take the dog for walking and he's not coming with you, that time you apply the pulling force. So this is the difference between the push and pull. Okay. Now the force is an object from the rest. So whenever a force is applied to the object, that time what happens? The object moves from one direction to the another. That means there is a change in the direction. Suppose if I push the table or a sofa from one place to the another place, that time what I am doing, I am applying the force and changing the direction of an object. Okay. Now the force which is applied on the object can be increased or decreased. So depending upon how much force is required to move that object, that much force you have to apply. It may increase or decrease. Okay. Sometimes force also changes the shape of an object. So how does the force changes an shape of an object? So when your mother is uh, जब वो आटा गूंथती है चपाती के लिए, तो दैट टाइम शी अप्लाइज द फोर्स एंड ऑल द फ्लोर इज मेड इनटू अ सॉलिड substance, is converted into the solid substances, and it is given a shape with the help of force. Okay. So this is about the force. Then we are going to study different types of force. So if you want to define the force, how can you define? A strength or an energy attributes to physical action or movement is called a force. Means when you are applying some energy for changing the physical action or movement of an object, that is called as force. So here in this picture, you can see different types of force such as frictional force, gravitational force, applied force, drag force, spring force, magnetic force, tension force, buoyant force. So these are different types of force. So today we are going to study about the different types of forces. So also we are going to study about when the force is applied in the opposite direction, what will happen? The force will get subtracted. Okay. When there is a slope and you are trying to ride the cycle on that slope, so the force which you are going to apply will be subtracted because it is against the डायरेक्शन. ओके. जब आप चढ़ते हो तो वो अगेंस्ट द डायरेक्शन है. जब आप स्लोप के नीचे आते हैं तो यू कम इमीडिएटली डाउन, बट व्हेन यू हैव टू गो अप ऑन द स्लोप, व्हाट विल हैपन? द फोर्स व्हिच इज applied by you is supposed to be applied more, and it reduces the डायरेक्शन. यानी जब भी आप स्लोप चढ़ते हैं, दैट टाइम द फोर्स अप्लाइड टू क्लाइम दैट स्लोप will be reduced. Okay, it will be reduced. And when you are forcing an object to move in the same direction, that time it easily comes down. That is, we can say that the force is added, force gets added. Okay. And when you are against or opposite direction, you are applying the force, that time the force gets subtracted. And when you are applying the force in the same direction, that time the force is getting added. Okay, so next we are going to see contact force and non-contact force. Now here are some examples of the contact force. Contact force means what? Your body comes in contact with an object and a force is created on that, that is called as contact force, while some object does not requires contact force. For example, apple falling from the tree, magnet. Okay, so these are all the examples of the non-contact forces. So I hope you have understood about the definition about the contact force and the non-contact force. So let us study about the contact force. So let's start the contact force and the non-contact force. So how will you define the contact force and the non-contact force? The force experienced by the body when they are physically contact with each other. When the bodies are physically contacted with each other, that time you can say that it is a contact force. So very easy definition to remember. Force experienced by the bodies when they are in physical contact with each other. Okay, now what is non-contact force? The forces experienced by the body even if they are not physical contact with each other. Now here the contact is not important. The forces are experienced by the body only without any physical contact. Okay, now what are the examples of the contact force? Muscular force and frictional force. Okay, muscular force means where the muscles are forced to do the work or the action of the muscle. So for example, when you do some exercise, that comes under muscular force. When you shift one object from the other, that needs the muscular force. Then the next type is frictional force. Now in this frictional force, the force acting opposite to the direction of the motion is called frictional force. So this force acts opposite to the direction of the motion. Motion matlab when the object changes the place from one place to another, that is called as motion. Okay, then is non-contact forces. So in non-contact types of forces, we have magnetic force. So here the magnetic force is exerted by a magnet. Then electrostatic force. So this force is exerted by electrical charge body. So when you rub the scale on your hair, oily hair, and you take near the place of the small papers, it will get stick to it. So the body gets charged by rubbing on a body. So this type of body is called as a force exerted by the charged body on the other body. So when you are rubbing the scale on your head, that means you are charging the body on the other charged body, and then you are taking the scale near to the pieces of the paper, and the paper gets stick to the electrostatic force. So this type of force is called as a electrostatic force. Then the third type of force is gravitational force. Now this type of force is very attractive force exerting between the two objects. So when a coconut falls from the tree, so it is getting attracted towards the ground. Why it gets attracted towards the ground? Because the gravitational power is more of the earth. So earth is having a pulling nature. So whatever things are falling from height, that are supposed to be attracted towards the earth with the help of gravitation, that is called as gravitational force. Then the next example is balance force and unbalanced force. So what is balance force? When two or more forces acting on an object are equal in direction, that time we can say that it is a balance force. For example, a rope is given to the two groups of students and they are asked to pull. If the force is equal, if both the sides students are having equal energy or force equally, they are applying on both the side, that time we can say that it is a balance force. So you must have seen tug of war So in that a rope is given, and students are divided into equal groups, and they are asked, one line is drawn in between them, and they are asked to pull the rope. So um, if the object is balanced equally on both the side, that time we can say that it is a balanced force. And when the object, when two or more unequal force acts on the object, that time we can say that the force is unbalanced. So if one team students, if suppose team A students are stronger than team B students, so they will pull easily the team B students towards themselves. So now the force becomes unbalanced. So this is called as unbalanced. And if the equal students are not divided into two equal groups, that time also the manpower on the side which is more will win, because it is not equal, it is not balanced. Okay, so this is about the balanced. And of any person, the magnet has the power of attracting the object towards itself, so it is called as magnetic force. Okay, I hope the doubts are cleared. So what is inertia? Inertia means when the body is in its rest position, that time we can say that the body is known as inertia of that object. Means even if the force is applied to the object remains its rest position. So it is called as inertia. So it is called as inertia of an object. So in this inertia of object, the object remains in its rest position. Even if the force is applied, it does not move from itself. Okay, then types of inertia. So there are three types of inertia. Inertia of rest. So in this point, inertia of the rest, the tendency of the body opposes any changes in the state of the rest, is known as inertia of the state. Means in this uh, state, the body remains permanent to its place. Permanently it is in the position of rest. So it is called as inertia of rest. Okay, the second example is the tendency of the body to oppose any change in the uniform motion, is known as inertia of motions. As you know, motion is related to displacement. So if there is any change in the displacement in this property of an object, the state of motion cannot change. So here the state of motion cannot be changed, is called as inertia of the motion. So here I can give you the example of revolving electric fan. So even if the fan is off, still the fan rotates. Okay, still the fan rotates because it is having a motion going on. So even if the electric supply is off, the fan is on. Okay, even if the switch is off, the electric fan remains to move in its revolving position. So this is one of the example for inertia of the motion. Other example I can give you, that the passenger sitting in a running bus, if the bus driver applies a brake suddenly, all the passengers get a jerk sitting inside the bus. So this is known as a inertia of motion. So these are the examples of inertia of motion. Okay, tendency of a body means the body giving reaction towards the force or the thing which is happening there. Okay, then directional inertia. In this directional inertia, the tendency of the body opposes in any direction of the motion, is called as inertia of direction. Means the body, when body is opposing the change in all the directions, so the changes can be occurred in all the direction. Now for example, when a vehicle is in motion and it takes a sudden turn towards it left or right side, so what happens, the person sitting in the vehicles are thrown in the opposite direction of the the direction which the vehicle is going. Okay, so here are the three types of inertia: inertia of state of rest, then inertia of motion, and directional inertia. So here are the three topics